How long have you allowed toxic criticism to take root in your self-esteem? Don't deceive yourself. You know it well. You're exhausted from being scrutinized, from your appearance to your work, as if they had the right to determine your worth. Sadly, you've let them trample over you repeatedly. They make promises and then break them without a single apology. You know, their so-called promises are nothing more than a joke. Yet you still believe, still wait. And when you try a little harder, try to show yourself, all you get in return is a remark like a stab. Others do better. Why are you always falling behind? How much longer can you endure this? They criticize and humiliate you in front of others, turning you into a laughingstock, shamelessly making you feel humiliated. Then behind your back, they continue to dissect your every mistake to satisfy their own cheap ego. Do you have any self-respect? Is there any pride left? It's time to raise your head, face the reality, and put an end to the days of letting others trample on your self-worth. Wake up. You deserve better. Don't continue being a victim for another second. One, understanding the value of silence. Have you ever felt powerless when placed in tense situations where a word or action unintentionally turns everything into conflict? Just a moment of lost control can destroy the efforts you've invested in building relationships, reputation, and image. But the truth is, most of us have never learned to control our emotions and respond calmly. We easily let emotions lead us, exaggerating every issue, making already tense situations even more chaotic. This is a major shortfall in communication skills that everyone needs to address. When your boss criticizes you or someone attacks you directly, can you remain calm enough to respond moderately and skillfully? Most people fail, leading to escalating conflicts. To avoid these failures, you need to learn how to react calmly and intelligently, even under pressure. This not only allows you to convey your perspective strongly, but also demonstrates confidence and composure, turning challenges into opportunities to shine. This is the survival skill that determines whether you become a failure in anger or a leader in composure. 2. Disregarding worthless opinions. Not everyone truly understands your situation, and most feedback is merely surface judgment, lacking depth and empathy. Letting these unworthy opinions affect you is akin to allowing others to intrude on your emotional space, dulling the confidence and motivation you're building. You're starting a new business, perhaps full of challenges and risks. Outsiders look in with a few shallow remarks saying, "This job is too risky. It's bound to fail," or even, "It's not worth pursuing." These words are not based on real knowledge or a deep understanding of your goals and plans. If you let those opinions influence you, you're allowing others to shape your feelings and decisions. It's time to set clear boundaries. Know how to ignore meaningless words, protect your mental space, and focus on the journey you've chosen. This is the only way to maintain your determination and create success on your terms. 3. Displaying confidence and composure. Look at the reality. How many times have you reacted with immediate anger when insulted? You easily let anger take over, forgetting that you're giving control to someone else. Why so readily let their behavior drag you into an unnecessary conflict? This is a clear shortcoming, showing that we haven't truly mastered our emotions or achieved the maturity needed. Have you ever thought that reacting immediately not only shows weakness, but also destroys your mature image? Imagine, when your boss criticizes you publicly, or a colleague sarcastically criticizes you, can you calmly assess the situation with a clear mind? If the answer is no, this is the time to change. Calmness and the ability to assess others' behavior is not only a skill, but also a sign of a composed person. It helps you escape the cycle of conflict and make wise decisions. Stop reacting meaninglessly and start acting like a truly mature person, controlled and confident. 4. Turning challenges into learning opportunities. We often lose control when facing even the smallest challenges. A single insult or a disrespectful look can make us explode. This is not only a weakness, but also a serious shortfall in self-discipline. Each time you let anger control you, you're giving others the power to destroy your peace. So the question is, do you have the courage to maintain your calm, even in the worst situations? When a colleague criticizes your work in front of everyone, how do you react? If you let anger overtake you, you only show your own weakness. But if you remain calm, analyze, and respond wisely, you not only demonstrate maturity, but also prove true composure. Each challenge is an opportunity to test and train emotional discipline. Controlling your emotions is the strongest way to build confidence, because then you're no longer easily drawn into negativity, and you can act with clarity and decisiveness. 5. Focusing on what you can control. How many times have you let others' actions make you upset, disappointed, and emotionally chaotic? Every time you dwell on things beyond your control, you're giving others the power to disrupt your peace. This not only makes you lose direction, but also destroys your sense of inner freedom. Think about daily life. When someone criticizes or disrespects you, do you really control them? The answer is no, but what you can control is your own reaction. If you stop trying to control others' actions, you'll notice a powerful change. You're no longer drawn into the whirlwind of negative emotions caused by others. Instead, you'll protect your peace, maintain autonomy, and no longer feel like a puppet manipulated by others' emotions. It's time for you to focus on what you truly control, your emotions and reactions, to live a life unaffected by what's beyond your reach. 6. Surround yourself with respectful and supportive people. Anyone can congratulate you when you succeed, but only those who truly respect and support you will stand by you during the toughest times. They are the ones willing to help you overcome challenges, not just with polite words, but with sincere encouragement and practical actions. This is a reliable source of motivation, showing you that even when everything seems to be falling apart, there are people who believe in you and your goals. Imagine a situation where you fail in a business project or are rejected from your dream job. Many people will turn their backs or ignore you, but true friends will not leave you. They won't just say, "Keep going," but will also offer helpful advice, boost your motivation, and even stand with you as you find a new path. These people help you maintain your belief in yourself, even when your confidence is shaken. Such people are not easy to find. They are invaluable assets, reminding you that no matter what happens, you still have a foundation to overcome it all. Seven. Respect differences, but don't depend on them. How many times have you hesitated or changed yourself just because others disagreed or disapproved? You strive to fit in, to avoid judgmental looks, but you end up wasting your life by losing sight of your own path and ideals. This isn't compromise. It's a sign that you're not strong enough to stand firm in yourself. The world will always have differing opinions, criticisms, and people who disagree. But does that really matter? Take a real-life example. When you choose an unconventional job, many people will criticize you, saying you're unrealistic or dreaming. Will you give up because they don't understand your dreams? Or will you keep going, proving that you're brave enough to live true to yourself? Maintaining your conviction not only shows self-respect, but also allows you to live strongly and sincerely. It's time to stop seeking approval from others and start living by what you truly believe in. That is the path of someone who understands their self-worth. 8. Develop an optimistic mindset. Look at the disappointing reality. How many times have you let others' disrespect bring you down, make you sad, or lose motivation? You let negative words and judgmental looks turn into emotional burdens, pulling you away from your goals. This isn't just a careless mindset, it's a mistake that can destroy your potential. Imagine you're working hard on a project, but a colleague criticizes or dismisses your effort. Will you let them shake your spirit and focus, or will you maintain an optimistic attitude, treating the criticism as mere background noise? An optimistic mindset doesn't allow you to be a puppet of negative emotions. Instead, it helps you see through disrespect without letting it dictate your mood. Optimism is a true strength. It shields you from weakness, preserves self-control, and keeps you aligned with your goals. Don't let anyone dictate your emotions. Choose confidence, focus on what matters, and rise stronger. 9. Practice forgiveness. We all have flaws. Every minute you spend resenting is a wasted minute of your life. You're putting yourself into a spiral of negative emotions, while the one who caused it may have long forgotten everything. The harsh reality is that holding on to resentment only drains your energy, harms your spirit, and wastes precious time that could be spent on more meaningful things. In a work environment, a colleague has ignored your efforts in a joint project, making you feel overlooked and filled with anger. You can spend hours fuming, thinking of ways to retaliate, but does it truly resolve anything? The only thing you're doing is sacrificing time and energy that could have been dedicated to work, family, or yourself. Forgiveness doesn't mean accepting everything unconditionally. It's how you choose to protect your mental resources and focus on what truly matters. Forgiveness is strength, a wise choice to break free from the grip of resentment and move forward with freedom and peace. 10. Cultivate patience. How many times have you lost your temper over a small challenge, letting impatience undermine your maturity? Just 1 minute of anger can destroy your image and cause those around you to question your maturity. This isn't a minor issue. It's a sign that you're lacking an essential quality, patience. A colleague unfairly criticizes you, or a customer shows disrespect. Is your reaction impulsive, losing control? If the answer is yes, you're undermining the respect of others. In contrast, a patient person calmly faces these challenges, not rushing to react but thinking carefully. Such calmness creates a strong and mature demeanor that others respect. It's time to change. Don't let impatience destroy your image and composure. Train yourself to respond calmly and patiently. That's the way to build respect and demonstrate true maturity. 11. Maintain integrity and values. When you abandon your values and principles just because of others' insults or pressure, you lose your inner peace. This is not just a minor flaw. It's evidence that you haven't truly mastered yourself. When someone openly criticizes you in front of colleagues or dismisses your efforts, what will you do? Reacting immediately and retaliating may bring short-term satisfaction, but it comes at the cost of your self-respect and image. On the other hand, when you act according to your values, you avoid the feeling of regret later and feel at ease knowing you didn't compromise your personal principles. It's time to make a change. Pause and think before reacting, staying true to your values. This will allow you to be proud of yourself, free from being swayed by temporary emotions, and to live a life without regrets. 12. Behave politely and professionally. How many times have you allowed others to provoke you and reacted without thinking? This lack of emotional control not only makes you lose self-mastery, but also clouds your judgment in decision-making. It's a regrettable mistake, a shortfall in personal resilience that, if left unaddressed, will leave you forever influenced by others. When a colleague doesn't respect your efforts, speaks sarcastically, and deliberately tries to create pressure, what will you do? React immediately or choose to maintain your polite demeanor and set clear boundaries? When you know how to control your emotions and face negative behavior with politeness, but without yielding, you prove that you're not easily swayed. This self-control acts as a shield, keeping you out of unnecessary conflicts, maintaining clarity, and allowing you to make wise decisions. It's time to stop letting others control your emotions. Build a solid foundation of self-control, so no matter how others behave, you remain confident, calm, and clear-minded. 13. Stay focused on long-term goals. You have big goals, yet you easily let yourself be distracted by external opinions and temporary factors. This is why many people never reach their destination. Staying focused on long-term goals not only drives you toward success, but also creates a unique mark of your own, something that the indecisive can never achieve. Imagine you're building a business project. At the beginning, you hear numerous comments, some saying it's unfeasible, and others criticizing that you're wasting time. If you allow these words to shake your resolve and constantly change direction, when will you ever reach your goal? Instead, you must look further ahead, ignore temporary impacts, and focus all your energy on the main objective. Then, you not only complete your goal, but also excel, creating real, distinctive value. Don't let yourself be held back by fleeting factors. Staying committed to your long-term goals helps you stay focused, stronger, and sharply affirm your value amid endless distractions. 14. Build mental boundaries. Without creating a mental shield, any criticism or insult can invade your mind, cause harm, and weaken your confidence. Every negative word, every unkind remark can derail your mental focus if you don't establish a solid boundary for yourself. Imagine you're pursuing a passionate personal project, but others continuously doubt and insult you, saying things like, "It will go nowhere," or "a waste of time." If you don't have a mental shield, these words will easily invade your mind, shaking your determination. But when you focus on your values and personal goals, insults become meaningless, unable to affect you. The mental shield is not just a way to avoid negativity, but a means of cultivating mental strength, helping you stay focused on your goal without distraction. It's the foundation for maintaining resilience and achieving meaningful success despite outside voices. 15. Adopt a long-term perspective on life's ups and downs. Face the truth, we all have flaws. Trying to demand perfection from others or yourself only leads to disappointment and failure. Looking at reality, how many times have you blamed others for minor mistakes only to realize that you're not perfect either? Accepting human imperfection is a powerful step, helping you stay open-minded and less stressed. You may have a colleague who frequently makes small mistakes in their work. Instead of constantly criticizing, look at the bigger picture. Everyone has moments of fault, including you. Accepting that mistakes are inevitable will help you react calmly, think more clearly, and not let negative emotions control you. When you accept that no one is perfect, you expand your capacity for forgiveness, both toward others and yourself. This is not leniency, but a way to live more lightly and focus on improvement rather than needless mistakes. View things with more tolerance, and you'll find life becomes more enjoyable.